Hey everyone, hope you're all good. I'm just getting started here. I figure some people might drop in later on, so I'm just starting up now. Okay, so this is funny because I'm starting this up and I've got the exit to the ruins for Snowden on screen, and yeah, I'm doing like the part that I was on about was actually doing the ruins, so I've got to go over to that now. Where is it? Ruins. I've been messing around with a lot of stuff recently, asset-wise, so I guess I should open up the actual proper file here and import Whimsum into that, because I've got this idea of how I want to continue this this sequence that I'm working on. So I'm like halfway through the ruins right now. I'm just gonna set up the Blender file here. There we go. So what I'm actually doing is just getting this open in the background. And then I can just do this. There we go. Let's put me in the corner. This Blender file is getting ridiculously big, but it's not too bad. I've got everything kind of set up how I would like it, so let's just do Whimsum. And then we're going to try and add to this now. Because what I want to do is append here. And then what I can do is I can append Whimsum into the scene and then change its size and everything. Okay, there we go. There we go, it's right next to Frogget here. I don't know why there's a giant Frogget there. There just is. I figure... There we go. I can just grab Whimsum from there and have Whimsum's rigid bodies stay there. And then we're good. So, I think... I don't know why everything's, like, staying over there. I think it's because... Oh, I see. Because the rigid bodies... Everything's kind of stuck there. I need to get rid of all these rigid bodies, or at least the markers for them. Because these are all from MMD. So we'll just do that and hide them. So the idea here is I want to scale Whimsum up, or rather scale him down. And then I can just place him in the scene. So I reckon, in terms of scale, I reckon Whimsum's pretty close to Frogget, because you see them both together. So I reckon if I make it just like slightly sort of the same size, like this, then we're good. And the box underneath, I can now give that a transparent material, because I wanted to do that before. But because I had that in my other file that didn't have the transparent material, I couldn't. The idea here is to go ahead and take Whimsum, put him all the way down the other end of the ruins, because I'm going to have Toriel do our overprotective sequence now in this next room. So I need to switch it up a little bit. I've got like a orchestral version of Deltarune's OST on in the back, I believe. I think it's chapter 1. Oh. I'm just checking out Discord here. There we go. We're good. Hello to anyone that's watching, by the way. So I've already got Whimsum slightly animated here. I think I showed it off just a moment ago. What I'm going to do is make sure I've got that animation data down this end of the animation. But what I'm thinking of doing is having like a couple of Whimsum just floating around here, and then have the Frogget come over and say hi. So maybe have them both talking there. Let's duplicate Whimsum here. Let's do... So what we'll do is we'll duplicate that collection, And then we'll obviously have to, again, get rid of the rigid bodies. Because it keeps duplicating everything. We'll just hide them. They're not being rendered. They're not being put in viewport. Hey, Classic! How's the audio, by the way? Hey, Luna. Nice to see you. If you see me looking to the left here, it's just because my other screen for keeping an eye on everybody is over here. Hope the audio is okay. Hope you guys can hear me. Like, I figure if I have maybe one or two Whimsum over here, and then I have like a third one floating around. I can hear you, says Luna. That's good. That's good. Try and make this look populated. Like, the idea is to have the music just in the background slightly. So hopefully it's not too overbearing. And then we'll check out what's going on here and how everything looks in a moment. Whimsum move. Oh crap. Movement cube 3. So yeah, how's everybody doing today? I know this isn't going to be like the most amazing thing ever, but when everybody keeps on asking me like, dude, what's going on? What are you doing? Like, how's it going? You know, I figured I'd do a little bit more of this and try and not get copyright striked for it again and just, you know, show it off a little bit. Okay, so if I put that one maybe here. So I figure what I can do is I can have one, oh, maybe over here. I can have one floating around, because the idea is Toriel's about to come into this room. Let's just see what it looks like in here right now. There's only temporary placement. Okay, that doesn't look actually too bad. Ah! I opened a bottle that I was drinking out of, then it just spat in my face. Classic says, my network's better. I updated my Wi-Fi for when we're on GBO2. Okay, nice. Sounds good. So what we're going to do here is we're going to control Frogget and Whimsum here. I think what I'm going to do is have this Whimsum be talking to Frogget, or looking like it, and then Toriel walks in from behind. And then we're going to have them react to her. Oh. Like, I might even show you guys a little bit of this before we go any further, because I've been really hard at work at this. And I've been enjoying it, so we do that. And then we've got the other over here. Because what we're going to do is we're going to do like a silly reaction style gag. We can even put the other one kind of this way as well. Just have the other one sort of facing this direction. As if they're both talking to Frogget. And then have Frogget looking up at them. That'll be cool. And then for the other one over here, because Whimsum are like moths, I figure he's going to be attracted to the light sources that I've got in the level. So we'll have this one kind of just like chilling out and doing circles here. So what I can do is, for that one's going to be flying in circles. So we'll do, I think it's that one anyway? Yeah. So do Whimsum 3, and then we'll do circle as its name. This is just to make everything look a lot more populated, you see, because everything looks kind of just empty at the moment. So what we'll do is we'll plant a circle over here, and we'll attach the Whimsum to the circle, and then just rotate the circle, so it looks like it's going round. and we'll put it next to this light, so it looks like it's circling around. By parenting this now to that, if I do this and go, where's... There we go, circle. If I go... Parent... Circle... Oh, whoa, where's he gone? He went all the way over there. Okay. I did not expect him to do that. And he's gone really high as well, for no reason. Okay, so now if I put that there, and then rotate this. There we go. So then all I need to do is make it look like it's flying around over here. Just make sure it doesn't fly into these mushrooms. So at the moment, I've got this kind of like almost timid animation going on. The reason why I say that is because it's an idle one for when it's flying in midair. Nope. I'm just opening up another Blender file here. I didn't realize that by accident. That. Let's just close that one and go into, I think it's Blender 3. No, it isn't. It's Blender 2. There we go. So this is the second one. This is the animation that I've got at the moment for them in idle. But I need one for when it's flying around, so what we'll do is we'll just tilt the body. And we should be good, hopefully. Oh, I see, it's arcade, so I'm going to need to tilt the root bone. So I figure I do that. And then we'll take the pelvis. And we'll lift the pelvis up slightly. Or the chest area. So that what happens is when he's flying, he's doing this. Then we'll just... That's not too bad. Don't mind that. And then we'll just move the legs a little bit. I was going to say move the legs, but the problem with that is the legs are already pointing down. Instead, that doesn't look too bad like that. So at least I know I can just change that by messing around with the pivot point. I won't save that the way that it is. I'll just quickly make sure that that is... Yeah, that's the same file that I had before. That's okay. Don't save that. And then when we go in here, I can just change the pivot point. In fact, I don't even need to do that. I could just change the box by having the box be at like 45-degree angle here or something. There we go. Now, if I just click that, bring that all the way down this end. Oh, crap. What I can do is I can check this out. It's going to make sure the playback is not on, like, every single frame. No, it isn't. All this, like, this stuff in the bottom of the timeline here, this is all what I've recorded before, so... That's the last bit with Toriel when she comes in this room, so I should be able to just repeat this over and over and over. I might have to simplify some of this area, though, because of the way that it is. The way that it's rendering it. It's like rendering a lot of stuff at the same time. So, where is... Let's get out of pose mode here for a moment. In post-process, there's a way to simplify this, so I'm just trying to find that now. Here we go. There we go, simplify that. And then it's just a case of getting rid of some of the things. So like fake lights, we'll get rid of them. We'll get rid of the actual ruins lights because we don't need those at the moment. Signage, we don't need that. The dummy, we've gone past that, so we don't need that. Frogget, we need. The mushrooms, no. Leather, no. Spikes, no. Candy, foliage, leaves. Oh, wait a minute. Leaves covers the geometry as well, though? Okay. Right, so we're good there for a moment. Let's just check. See what people are tagging me in. Oh, I see. People are tagging me in Discord because of Gundam stuff. Oh. There we go. Okay. So we can see that's working a little bit there. The only problem is the amount of stuff that's on screen at the moment. It is rendering a massive amount of stuff. Let's get rid of the flowers. Can we get rid of the columns? We can't get rid of the leaves. Don't know why it's still rendering everything at like 6 frames per second here. It's probably because of the massive amount of stuff on screen. I'm not getting any more frames. Hey Nova! Nice to see you, by the way. How you doing anyway, Nova? Just need to see what I'm up to here. So if I bring that back... Oh, no! Okay, that's going to be a problem. I'm going to need to re-render that. Because you can see that Whimsum in the background now? Oh, okay. That's not too bad. I can re-render that. Right. So that's... Oh, it's in the background of every single bit of the render? Okay, because we start from here, which is 2480. I'm going to save this as part 2. Part 2. I'm going to need to move where Whimsum is here, because if I don't, it's going to be awkward. Right, where's the mushrooms? I've got to place these carefully here. Like that might do? It's not the best, but... Okay, that makes sense given where it is. Right, so from here... If I give this Whimsum like 1,000 frames of animation, should be okay. Nova says, not awful. Downing an energy drink on my way home for the day. Gonna do more 700. I think I might have already read that. Either way, I hope it goes alright. Let's have this guy going around in circles. I just need to see. Okay, that's way too fast. That's like, what, 20 frames of animation? That's 30. Last night I was hitting 195k with the unicorn. It's glorious. Jeez. Let's try that, because that's like, what, 60 frames? Maybe I should actually, make sure that when this goes around, it comes back properly, and then time everything to that. So about there, so 600 it's going to be at when it comes back. So let's just see, that's... Goddamn. It ends up there, and then because of how Blender tweens stuff, it's doing it crazy, so I need to make sure that... Oh, I see. Wait a minute. Okay, so it's doing a full circle there, so if I just move that... Okay, there we go. So then what I can do is animate this and match it to that. Hopefully it won't be too bad. And then what we can do is we can just duplicate this animation over and over and over. I'll make sure I put one there just in case. If I mess anything up, I can just go grab it from there. Okay, so let's see. He's going around in circles here right now, but... The question is, how quick is that going to be? Like, I don't get a good idea of that without rendering it. That's the only problem. Like, I'm trying to watch it in real time here, and it's a pain because of how much is going on. That looks way too fast for what it is. Potentially I need to fix that so it's linear instead of Bezier. That way it's a consistent speed. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. I love the way I'm putting all this effort into just this bit, and I've still got to do the other, like, 3 characters animating over there. Try that instead. What I'll do is I'll take that to, what, 640? To 640, and then I'll render it. So I render this out in the background. What I can do is I can find out what's going on with it. Okay, there we go. Right, so I'll render this out. Hopefully this won't go crazy on me. Just make sure before I render this out as an animation. All that's going to happen is it's just going to be rendering this in the background. So I can actually just chill out for the moment. I don't believe, like, the problem with this here is just the fact that there's so much on screen. I'm glad I split this up into, like, different Blender files so that I can animate it differently. Primarily because if I try and do this all in, like, one file, it's just not going to happen. It's just going to be crazy. I want this to, like this little bit, here, this small animation, I want this to be kind of slow and gentle. And even then I've got to make it go up and down as well. What stat is the number set to for speed? I use 50 or 60 for my animation. I think it's at 60 at the moment, but... we shall see. Not frame-wise. Frame-wise, I've set it pretty low at like 24 or something, because I can always change and render it out faster later on. Well, let's see. Let's check what this looks like. Oh, that's actually not bad. That's more or less how I wanted it. Like, hang on. I'll show you guys here. Where's the... I'll add another window for this. Window capture. I'm gonna have it on, or is it Windows Media Player? Oh, it won't let me do. Won't let me do it for Windows Media Player. Let me do VLC instead. Open with VLC, and then I'll show you guys the VLC output. Okay, let's... I love the way it's not even allowing me to do that. That's fine. Which was that one? Oh, those... I'm checking out my OBS here for the two window captures that I'm trying to do here, and it just was not having any of it. All you need to know is it looks pretty much how I wanted it. So I'll move it up and down. And then we'll just repeat this however long we stay in this area. I don't know why it's being so funny here. Maybe it's because of all the Whimsum and all the characters that I've got here. Let's try that. A moment. If I just take out everything apart from me and Toriel. Yeah, so that plays basically at like your average frame rate. Or close to it. Yeah, that's not too bad. What was it? 2460, I think, was the... No, where she leaves is like 2480. Okay. So I got that guy flying around, that's fine. These other two are animated to just float there. So I'll make sure I get the animations for them now. Because they should actually be animated in this area. And again, I'll make sure I duplicate the animation frames here. That way I can just keep copying and pasting if I need to. Hey, Mecca! Blender's going fine, thank you very much. Okay, that's that one done. Now I just need... There we go. Grab that one, do the exact same. It's the exact same frames. I just need to animate them both kind of going up and down a little bit. And then we're good. Maybe I should alternate those patterns there. So if I do this. There we go. So now the flapping wings are not timed close to each other. And then we've got to animate Frogget individually. What I can do is I can always do an animation for him off screen, but I want to at least have him posed. So I figure if I have him kind of like this, then we're good. I just need to check if I got my... Yeah, I've got the music in the background here. I was just checking on my end. It gets pickier in Blender sometimes. What I meant is... I didn't mean you change what I said because I had different platform style of models as classic. Ah, right. Yeah, no, I've tried setting this up as good as I can for optimization and speed for animating in Blender, but as the scenes get more complicated, it just goes crazy. So we'll do this. And then what I can do is I can open up another one and animate Frogget separately, and then put it in the same file. Because that'll just be the easiest way to do this right now. Same with, I think, Wimpsum. Let's see. There we go. Frogget. And then we can just... I'm going to copy the pose at least. And then go to Frogget, and we shall make sure that one of these other Blender windows that I have targets the one that I've got open. There we go. So this is the one I'm going to be animating. It's going to be in the same pose. And then I'll put the animation back in the other one. There we go. Right, so we've got... Let's mark these off. How many seconds I'm going to go off. So that's 3 seconds to the 4 seconds here. 5 there. And then 6 at 180, I believe. 7... 8. Okay, so I'm just going to rename these markers, just so I know what's going on. Okay. Nope. That moment where I'm like trying to make sure I don't hit the wrong keys here. So we've got about 8 seconds. So I reckon I can tweak this in general later on, but we got this kind of thing going on. If I scroll to about 30, have it on auto. And then we've got... we do this, and then... do this a little bit, and... there we go, kind of like a confused face, sort of. I'll even do, like, rotate the torso to the side slightly. Do that. So now if I look at that, the tween between that. That tween doesn't look too bad, but I'm still going to at least move that arm just a little bit. I need the head to be moving slightly quicker, but that's just something I can do later on. I'll even move this leg back slightly as well. And this leg forwards. And then I think I've got a hopping animation for this from one of the other sections that I can put in. Excuse me. I'm drinking out my bottle here. So that's fine. Then we'll return this to the standard position. Oh, I don't have a starting pose for it. Okay. We'll take that. Go here, and then for the 30-second one, we'll paste that. Paste the head down. Because a lot of this is just getting the poses right. Okay. And then we need a surprised pose, so we'll take that one and use that as default. Hey, Devasia. How you doing? There we go, let's skip that. So for, like, trying to get an idea of this, like, where's my concept art that I've got here? Okay, so on the concept art, this thing is just, like, legging it, so I think I better have it so it kind of just goes, like... I wonder if this will work just by sort of... Try and get back like that? No, the arms getting thrown back like that would be awkward. What I might do is try doing the dog thing of having it lower its center of mass. So, come on. Oh. So if I do this... Then do... Oh crap. Trying to get this pose just right is a pain. Primarily because I'm trying to grab the hands here. That and trying to make it look decent as well. That's a problem. Especially because of the extended limbs. Like, these almost look hyper extended here. Just having one of those days. Okay. Hope it's not too bad. Okay, there we go. Right, and then we'll just rotate these arms so they're flat. That's not too bad there at the moment. And then we just go. Really, if those weren't so hyperextended, I'd be able to do it just a little bit better. Actually, no, those need to be tucked up here. And then I can do this, have feet like that. Actually, no. What I might do is just have it do the stir, and then just jump away instead of doing that, because then it's less hassle. Same with, like, Whimsum. Where did I put that file? There we go. So if I take Whimsum's file, and have this, I need to have kind of turn around a little bit. So we got, what, this kind of thing? Oh, crap. I say that, and then I'm looking at the mesh, and the mesh is just deforming in all kinds of ways that I don't like the look of. It's like I'm almost constrained by that. Let's see, what about that? Ew. What is going on there? That's some bad rotations. So, I might have to do this by rotating the entire bottom section there, maybe. Maybe the feet. Oh, why would you give it rotation for that? Look at that. I can just rotate the top of the head for no reason. What about that? See, because the reason why I'm even having this issue with the models is primarily because they're not mine. If they were mine, I'd be able to, you know, control these a little bit more, but because I got them from, like, MMD and stuff, you know, obviously the rigging's not fantastic. I'm not gonna rip on the people that did these models, of course, but I just need to kind of understand what the limits for the models are, and then work around them. You know. Like here right now, that leg needs to be further back here if I want this animation to be okay. Okay, that's not too bad, but then I've got to do something about these arms. Like this arm is just... Oh boy, it's rough. The worst part is because of how this has been rigged, it's not quite matching up well. Ugh. I'm just trying to like do as best as I can with this here, because it doesn't look like that from default. I might have to do something else about this. Or hide it with the camera tracking angle. It's hard. It's like I've got half of a rotate animation there, but because of how it is, like if I go back to... That doesn't look bad from that angle, it's just when it's rotated. Oh, maybe it was the way I was rotating it, I don't know, because it doesn't look too bad like that. Right, let's try that. Because that's almost a 90. It'll probably be when I rotate this one, won't it? Yeah, it is. You can see it deforming when I rotate that. Watch. Yeah, it's like somebody's not mapped all the verts to the right bones. On that controls the bottom. You can see it. Okay, so I can't rotate Whimsun properly. That is a pain. So I've got that. I do that and then have the arm come down maybe just a little bit. Oh. Like these assets aren't bad considering you don't really have any Undertale 3D assets apart from these. It's just some of them are a little bit old, and I have to work within the confines of them if I want to do something decent. Like the idea is to try and have it turn around and have the arm drop a little bit. Question is whether it's going to be worth doing that, or whether I should just have stuff like float out of view. Okay, that doesn't look too bad like that, but the crazy, like, pose that I've got him in at the moment is a bit nuts. Right, let's... If I timed those arms differently, that would look a lot better. Okay, so we go from this angle? Just for a moment, just to see if... Yeah, that's not worth it for that. Let's go back to what I've got. Okay, so I've got this at the moment. Where is it? Get rid of Whimsum. So I've got the Frogget stuff going on. I've got the Whimsum flying around there. Trying to figure out what to do now, because I wanted to make them look like they were talking to each other beforehand. Maybe I can still do that, but the idea is to have Frogget do the whole thing, where it hops towards the character and then has Toriel kind of do a whole stern look. It's literally just maybe like less than 30 seconds worth of gag. Like, it's just a case of whether or not I can pull this off. Like, maybe we have them cut like that. Then we have Toriel walking in. You can hear it in the background. You have the Frogget look over and be like, oh, what's that? Then we cut to... we cut to Frogget's viewpoint and see Toriel and the character walking past. And then you have him jump over, and as he's jumping over, it cuts. When it cuts, they're now facing towards Toriel and the character looking directly at them rather than showing them rotate. I didn't know there was someone else's model. That makes sense about the difficulties. Yeah, so what I'm doing is, none of the models are mine. These are all just... Or rather, I should say some of them are, but not the character ones, mainly. A lot of this is stuff that I'm just, like, throwing together just to do the animation, because it's a test to do, you know, see how well I'm doing with animation and stuff. Like, all of this is stuff that I'm basically having to mock up. It's a pain. Because the rest of this scene is alright at the moment. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna have to do that other one. So if I do this now, right? We've got no lights in the scene. There's the Whimsum. So if I get rid of Whimsum here, how much is that rendering? Not too much. It's still giving me like 10 frames per second. I don't even know why. Not all of this geometry is being rendered. Shouldn't be giving me that much. It's just Blender, I think. Just Blender being picky. Because there's literally nothing on screen. Okay, so there's the camera, so... For this one, what I'll do is I'll do that camera cut that I was on about. So we smash cut there. To 81 here. And just make sure I've got Whimsum in shot here. Like, I figure I can do it possibly at an angle like that. Because then we can show Toriel walking on from the left. Over there. Like this. So we've got... Is it this kind of thing going on? It's either that, or I do it from the other angle. From this sort of thing. Because the idea is to show off the ruins being obviously more populated than what I've been showing some of the areas recently. Excuse me for any weird sounds you hear. I'm drinking out of an energy drink bottle at the moment. So I figure I have it like this, maybe. And show this one going around, and these two talking to this Frogget. Then we show Frogget looking in this direction. Or maybe I could always pan around like this. And have it pan round. Show Toriel coming across here. That might actually be alright if I keep it from sort of this angle. Do a wide one, so about here. That's not wide. Let's see, what's the focal length on this camera at the moment? 46. Okay, so if I pull that out a little bit more. If I do 46 there and go to 40. If I do this here. There you go, interact, snap that there. And then zoom this so we can get a little bit more. Like that. Then you can show everything moving around. Have the characters walking past. Then it cuts to the Frogget being curious. Then it cuts to the characters just about walking past. Frogget does one hop. Then we cut to Toriel giving him the stern look. And then they walk on. That would kind of be okay. Let's see what that looks like. This guy just has to not fly through the wall. And we're good. Okay, that doesn't look bad right now. Okay, so where we're coming on here, I need Moody and Toriel's movement cubes here to be tweaked so that by this frame they're over here. So we'll do... Oh, whoa, whoa. Why is... Oh, I see. Toriel's one's there. I need it to move to here now and be rotated. Because there she is. So I need it rotated facing that angle. So we'll drag her over here and then have her facing, what, 90? There we go. So what I'll do is I'll have her facing that way at the moment. I might even have her sort of 10 degrees, well, minus 10 degrees that way, so she's walking kind of diagonal. And then we'll do... Where's Moody's cube? There he is. He's still at the dummy. Okay. So we need him to be roughly about here. The idea is they're gonna walk past with everybody looking at him. First off, I need to figure out how quickly they're gonna move. So where's Toriel's cube? I figure if I go to like... I work with it all the time, Moody. I understand it as well. I'm just mentioning it for people who don't know that watch this at a later point. So I figure if I do it to about there... Now the question is, how quickly does she move? Oh, look at that! She moves way too fast. Try and do it 100 frames, which would be... there? Still too fast because it's Bezier curve. I need it to be linear. So maybe 200 frames. Okay, that looks kind of decent in terms of speed. The only way I'll figure that out is by actually rendering it out. So let's do that. So I need what, 680 there. I realize I need to back up some of these files I'm already rendering out here. I've got like a load of different behind the scenes folders here. It's a case of trying to keep everything in the right one. I say that and then File Explorer's just crashed. It's like, so you want to copy stuff? Have fun with that. I love the way I say that and then this music comes on. Which one's this one supposed to be? Oh, Noel's Realization. Dude, I'm just gonna put the standard soundtrack on. The orchestral one's nice and all, but... Right, so let's render this out. I need to find out just how many frames she's moving at here. Because Whimsum's fine. Whimsum's just flying around in circles and chilling out. So, she looks like she's moving slower than Whimsum at the moment, who's also going around in circles, which isn't too bad. The crazy thing's going to be when I match it to a walking animation, whether that works well or not. If it doesn't, well then I've got to either speed her up or slow her down. Then I've got to match my walking to her walking. So, fun stuff. This is why I use my movement cube system that I've got, you know, where I'm attaching them to invisible cubes, because then it allows me to control the speed a little bit easier than... and direction easier than it would be just using the actual character rigs themselves. I love the way it's essentially just tutorial floating through the ruins here at this point. This section of the ruins, or rather all these sections of the ruins, I had to completely redo. Like, the previous ones I was using from, like, Gmod, they weren't... It's not that they weren't good, they just weren't as good as I felt they could be for the animation. So I was like, I'll redo them, I'll remodel, give the extra detail that they need, I'll retexture the floor so that it looks great, you know. So, there's a lot of work gone into this. Before I even touch the character models. There we go, so she should have been animated moving across the room. The only thing is, you guys probably won't see the final result of this at the moment. Let's see. Okay, her walk speed isn't too bad. Her walk speed is actually pretty good. So now I just need to match myself to that. Let's save this. There's the movement cube, so now... she's moving at that speed. So I need to be about 4 characters behind her, roughly. So about here. Because the idea is what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag this over so we're going in that direction. Because this is where it happens anyway. You've got the water room around here. And as you're going around here, that's where you encounter the first frogget that she scares off. So I'm going to do that, then skip straight towards the end of the run here with the phone call bit. Then it's literally just going to be hanging around here for a little bit. That's not too bad, and then we've got the rest of the ruins down here. But I'm going to skip over to... the spider bake sale is going to be brilliant. I can't wait to do that, because it's going to be so simple. Okay, right, so let's roll this back here. Question is my walk cycle gonna be decent when I put that on? Like, that doesn't look too bad. Let's just render that out again. A lot of like test renders just to see what's going on here. Ah. That moment where everything goes slow when I'm rendering this out, primarily just because of how much it's trying to render. Or rather, it's trying to render while streaming and doing some other stuff at the same time. It's okay, it's fine. I love the way we're just sliding across the floor right now. It just reminds me of like a bug in a video game. The funny part about this is once all of the ruins is done, which hopefully will be wrapped up pretty soon, then I've got to do Snowdin, which I can hopefully wrap up pretty quickly. I've done most of Waterfall, and I've started on Hotland. Hotland's going to be, I think, a little bit like more involved again. Like, I just want to get this all done by the end of the year. Come on. Just like watching the characters slide across the floor here and being like, come on. Okay, let's see what it's like now. If I watch this render that's finished just. Okay, that's not too bad. Maybe I'm walking slightly faster here. Maybe needs to slow me down. But before we do that, it's just funny watching him like that. Anyway, before I do that, I've got to grab tutorial's walk animation here. Just trying to remember where this is up to, because I've taken that from a completely separate point. Oh, I see. 1, 2 frames of animation, that looks like. If I go... There we go, that works. One, two. I'm just trying to make sure I get this looping well enough. Oh, come on. There we go. Now I gotta put yet again another set of walking animations on here. It's a good job I've got these on copy and paste here, so I can just constantly copy and paste them as needed. Okay, there we go. Right, now let's render that out and see how that works. Is it crashes on me or something? Oh, I hope not. I can once I've fixed everything else, then I can do like the bob for when she's walking later on. Because it needs to imply weight there, even if it's only a little bit. So normally I'll do like the bounce later on. Control and S, I know, right? I'm gonna have to do that in a moment. The thing is, the autosave and recovery function isn't too bad in Blender, so... I will admit, though, it's taken forever to render this stuff out. Like, it wasn't taking this long the last time I was animating. Like, I was able to get quite a lot done real fast, and instead it's just like, it's been really sluggish now. Oh, I just realized from this camera angle it's going to be pretty cool as well, because of animated Toriel's garb flowing when she moves. So, that'll be cool to see. I spent a while making sure that all the parts of the lower section of it actually move properly when she's walking. The thing is, I didn't even do it like some people use like cloth sim or whatever for it. I just did it by hand. Like a lot of this I've done by hand instead of simulating it all, so I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see what this looks like now. Okay, that's not bad. Like a walk animation doesn't seem too slow. You guys won't be able to see that yet, but I'll hit Control S on that now. Now I need to do the same for me. That moment where you can't select your own biped. Okay, for 481 though, when it changes, that's when I'll copy the animation for walking in. Is that just all walking animation back here? Yes, it is. Okay, so what I'll do is, for this to make it easy on myself, I'll just copy it into the buffer and then copy it across. So, let's see. There we go. Oh wow, it didn't... Did it? Oh yeah, it did. So it's gone over to the other file now. Of my walk animation that I've got. Which isn't too bad. And what we can do is we can just copy... Oh crap. Copy all these frames into the buffer. And then we can just go back here and paste them in where I need them. So, about that. Paste there and away we go. And then we just keep pasting into here and making sure I do it in the right place. About there, I think, is the end? Yeah, there we go. I'll just Control and S that for the sake of it. And then... basically, it's going to be another version of... where is it? Beforehand? Because beforehand we've got the... that's the dummy room. Ah, there we go. So for this section, we've got this kind of whole chat while walking thing going on, looking around at, like, things off on the left and the right. It's basically going to be that again, but from a different camera angle. Although I might just end up changing the camera angle again at this point. Like, I'm trying to show off all the details and everything and not miss anything out, but it's just a case of, does the angle look good, yes or no? If it doesn't, I might end up changing it a little bit just so it looks better. I've just got to figure out whether the main section here at the moment looks okay. Which means more rendering. Because of how Blender is, like, there's no way I can see this working in real time, so... Not currently. It keeps on messing up, so... Time to sit back and watch it render again. Vegas just says, I tend to not bother with auto recovery and things if I can help it. In Vegas it ends up creating redundant files. On Blender it's actually really good. Like, it saves everything that you were previously doing before it crashed, or whatever. You know, it's really good. I've used it a couple of times to actually save things that I was working on that I've, like, not saved in a little bit, and the next minute it just crashes randomly. I'm like, oh no! The next moment it's like, yeah, auto recovery file, and then magically I'm back to where I was. With, like, no time lost, so I'm really happy with that. Just realised I can make that Whimsum look like he's going up and down on top of the circle that he's attached to by attaching that to another item and then having that bob up and down with a Bezier curve. Older versions of Blender were not so forgiving. Oh, I don't blame you. Like, I only started using Blender around 3. Oh, no, sorry, not 3. 2.7, I believe? I'm just checking this out now. Okay, so that's... Speed of everything isn't bad here. Make sure I save this thing right now. So, got that cut, that smash cuts to this sort of angle, and I'm not so sure because of how that looks. I've already got one camera angle from before looking in front of them, but maybe I should do this from sort of here and have it for when they walk past. So, like, let's check this out. There we go. So I put that there. It's either that or I stick it right next to my character's head. Because I can move Toriel and my character. Have it going, like, alongside them like this. That might actually be better if I do that. Or just smack it straight here. And then just have them walk in front like that. That might be okay. Like, a lot of this is just, like, trying to prototype some of these scenes so that they look alright. Because I know we're coming from that side, so I need to avoid showing that section now. Maybe from here. Again, if I just do like that. Were they in relation to the rest of the room? Okay, so if I do that and then pan across, I'm gonna open another window here. So at least I can keep track of stuff. So just keeping an eye on this for the moment. If I pan across within, say, 60 frames to there, then what we're gonna end up seeing is this. So we've got Like that. That's a little bit better than before. The funny thing about this, like, I can set up the scenes however I want. It's just a case of making sure that the shot is the best that it can be. Maybe it's because I'm pulled out so much. If I do that instead, because I was at, what, 46 there before. Maybe if I do it from 46 again, here, let's see what I get. Okay, so I'd need to go to 600 if I wanted to continue that pan round. If I do that. And have it start further round. I have that start roughly about there, like that. So it deliberately focuses on that frogget. Okay, that is not too bad now for that part of the scene. Just to increase the amount of frames while it's panning there. Because at this point, just at this specific point, the characters on screen that are important are Frogget and everybody, and not actually Toriel and the character. But saying that, what I can do is have the camera be lower. I'm gonna open another window here again, because seriously, it's better having a second window open but showing the camera so you can actually see what you're manipulating. I reckon about here. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Check this out, right? Because then I can even have a continued turn there if I want, just a little bit. Up until there. I love the way it's just showing nothing. Like, I just realized that because I got it on my second screen. Wait, did that cover up Toriel then? Okay, so she's on screen. She walks past the camera. Ah, yeah, okay, that's not too bad. If I render that out for a moment, see what that's like. Classic says, I got the SD demo. It's an interesting game, better than Crossrays, but I like both games. Crossrays is pretty good, but I do like the new one that's coming out. This poor Winsome over here. I need the texture on that Winsome to be two-sided. Because I just noticed that you can actually see straight through it into the wall in the background when it's going around in circles. Not good. Not good at all. Just gotta wait for this to finish rendering another, what, 30 frames? And then I've got to do all the blinking and everything else for the characters because they look really lifeless right now. Okay. Jeez, I've been going at this for an hour and 20 minutes. I didn't even realize. I might take a break soon. Okay, I'm just checking the render out here. Okay, yep, that's how I'm gonna do that scene. That scene's gonna play out like that from that camera angle at the beginning, because I've just set that up and looked back through it, and it looks okay in the preview. Like, all I need to do is get everything else to look decent here. Let's see. Whimsum, I need to keep going around in circles again for like another couple of times. Let's see, about there, I reckon? Oh. Okay, he just goes backwards on himself? Let's try up to there. So we got okay. Now I need to go around again. It'll be up to up there, I believe? Roughly. If I make him spin round again. And the next one will be to... Was it there? And then the next one is to 3020. I'm just trying to figure out this based off what I've done previously. If I duplicate that there. Oh, come on now. So yeah, I was right. It'll be around there anyway. Needs to be about the... And then another one of those going round in another circle would be 3,100? I wonder if I can just do this and see whether... Ah! I hate it when it does that, because it tweens between positions. Try to see if that works. Okay, it's looking alright at the moment. Hey, he continues to fly around in circles. Now I've just got to copy that animation all the way to the end there. Okay. There we go. We got him flying around now. For that entire length of time. And then all I need to do is go up and down and we're good. Right, for the Frogget. We'll have it do its animation. Like where it shifts position. We'll have it do that in a moment. I don't know whether I saved that or not. No, I didn't. So what we need to do here is we need to have it. We have to have it highlight there, so maybe about the... How many frames is that? More than 30 by the look of it? Hang on. 70 frames. We're gonna have him with a whole sort of... What's going on here, look? And he's gonna do that. Towards Toriel, but it's gonna be looking in this direction. And he's going to do that roughly about there. He's going to be looking at the Whimsums for about 20 frames, maybe 30. And then he's going to do that. And what I'm going to do is when we get to about there, we'll have Moody look back at him, so we'll have both the characters looking at each other. I just need to figure out where this is from above. It's awkward because Frogget is like a very circular character, so it's hard to see where he's looking. I should have really attached like a camera to his head so I can see where he's looking at all times. When he looks back this way, we'll have him do his approach, and we'll have the Whimsum looking at him, and then maybe have the one in the back change to be one that's just stationary. Okay, so about here we'll have Toriel looking backwards as well, just to check. I'm just gonna save this here right now. I don't want anything going wrong, so we've got about the... So if I change it so she's looking back at roughly about that time, we should be good. Oh, I love the fact that I've got like the complete head model just like with its own keyframes just all the way over there. I don't need that many frames for the head, only like the legs. We'll have it do the side-looking thing. Take that out. Take those out. We'll do... I think roughly about that. Okay, that's looking okay. So let's just... animate a slight head tilt there. And then for the torso. Torso doesn't move, I don't think. Have the torso tilting slightly. like that. And then if I do my head tilt there, let's see. The head tilt for me should start about the roughly. This is gonna be so funny because I hate having to pose my own character, primarily just because of how goofy he looks sometimes. Hey, Classic! I gotta head out. Talk later. Okay, I'll probably take a break for now then. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for stopping by. Bye!